Welcome back to another live stream. Today, I'm going to be showing you this whole DVD collection that I have. Some of these DVDs you might have seen before in previous videos, but others you probably have not seen. So I'm going to go in a pattern between movies and TV shows because, as you can see, I have a ton of those. And down over there on the left is all the special miscellaneous DVDs that I am going to show last. So, before I start, please feel free to jump in the comments and chat whenever you'd like. Okay, let's get started. First, let's start with the Angry Birds movie from 2016, I believe. There's the front. Then we have the spine. When I showed my Penguins of Madagascar DVD collection in another live stream, I pretty much showed the spines of the DVDs. Here's what the back looks like. And then special features are a bonus scene, symphony mode, character sketch gallery, the Friends music video by Blake Shelton, and get more on tunes.tv. Back then, Angry Birds had a lot of cartoons out back in those days. And this is a really funny movie, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the sequel, but the first movie was really funny. I really like it. I'm not going to show the discs this time. So here's the next release I have. The complete season 1 of 3-2-1 Penguins. Let me know if you know this show or remember it. It is a pretty good show. And this is the complete season 1. Here's the spine. Now, I haven't seen this yet, so I used to have 3-2-1 Penguins on VHS, all the classic ones. But then again, I do not know yet if these have the classic episodes that were on VHS before they had their own show on Cubo. So the bonus features are how to draw Midgel. That's Midgel, the one with the hat. Space Academy, Speak Like an Alien. Midgel's Cool Blue Space Fuel, and Make Your Own Planet. There are 2 discs, I believe, in this release. Next, I'm going to show you a recent movie, Inside Out 2. Let me know if you guys have seen this movie because I love the first Inside Out movie, which is going to turn 10 this year. And I love this movie too. Here's all the emotions on the front. And the spine. The spine has anxiety as well as Disney Fast Play. Yes, they're still doing it. They've been doing it for years. And in my opinion, it's kind of annoying. And the back. So as you can see, over here we have joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear be main emotions from Inside Out 1. And then the new emotions are anxiety, envy, ennui, and embarrassment. And it shows pictures from the movie. Oh, give me a shout out, please. Hi, Kian How, if that's how you say it. Thank you for coming to this live stream. I'm showing all my DVDs, and I hope you are enjoying it so far. We've done 3 so far. This is also a new one that I got for Christmas. This is the complete first season of Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock. Here's the spine that has one of the characters, Traveling Matt. Now, I have not seen a lot of Fraggle Rock, but I did watch previews of it because Hit Entertainment used to put out DVDs of Fraggle Rock. So it has 2 hours of bonus features, including a Fraggle behind-the-scenes documentary narrated by none other than Jim Henson, interviews with Fraggle Rock creators and puppeteers, and much, much more. And I do know the 5 main characters' names. So if you don't know, there's Gobo, Wembley, Moki, Red, and Boober. And on the side, there's Traveling Matt. I know him because I saw him in a Thanksgiving parade once on TV. Next, we have one of my favorites that I used to have on VHS, Buzz Lightyear Up Star Command. The adventure begins. So this is the front, and it's pretty shiny. And on the bottom, it says starring Tim Allen. Tim Allen did Buzz Lightyear for this movie. However, I think I remember that Patrick Warburton did Buzz in the series. This is based off an animated series they used to have. So here's the spine. And then the back. So yeah, we've got Zurg and Buzz on the back. And they're animated 2D-like. This is a 2D animated film. I think it was the premiere of the series, if I can remember correctly. I haven't watched much of the series, just that movie, and I think the Christmas episode, too. That was a long time ago. Here is one that I have not taken out of the packaging yet, as you can see. This is McGee and Me Recharged, that features episodes 7 to 9. So there's Do the Bright Thing, Take Me Out of the Ball Game, and 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas. Let me know if you know McGee and Me too, or if you used to watch it. It's a really good show. Here's the spine. And it says the names of the episodes on the side. This is volume 3. And way down here, it says Focus on the Family. They worked on this show, I think. I know they're responsible for the popular Adventures in Odyssey. In the back, I'm not going to show much because it's kind of dark. But it describes some bonus features and the episodes and what they're about. So that's that one. Next, I have the widescreen edition of Looney Tunes Back in Action. It features Brendan Fraser, Jenna Elfman, and Steve Martin, as well as Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. They're the main stars of this movie, but there are other Looney Tune characters too. Here's the spine. And the back. It has Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. And these are all the special features, like deleted scenes and a behind the scenes and stuff like that. It's live action and animation. I'm not sure if they do much like this anymore, but this is a pretty good movie too, I think. By the way, when I say they're good movies or good shows, that's just my opinion. You can have your own opinions, and I respect them. Here is volume 4 of McGee and Me that features 3 episodes that were part of the New Adventures in the early 90s. So there's In the Nick of Time, The Blunder Years, and Beauty and the Beast, which, fun fact, I used to have all the McGee and Me's on VHS. They're really great tapes. They're a really great show. Here's a spine. It's volume 4, and it lists the title of the episodes, just like the third one. In the back shows bonus features and the episodes and what they're all about. And a picture of McGee, just like the third one. Next in the movie category, it's the 2011 Muppets movie. Now, I've seen this on Disney Plus, and it is a good movie. But I think I might need to get a different version of this because I didn't really check the disc for the condition. You see, some of the tapes I have are from thrift stores, and I always like to look to see if they're in good condition. And there's the back. It features a new Muppet character at the time, Walter. Fun fact. And this critic one over here says, even if you weren't a Muppets fan, you will become one after this movie. Sounds pretty funny. Now I have one more Mickey and Me DVD. It's volume 1. I don't have volume 2 yet, but who knows if I'll get it, and then maybe I'll do an update. But this has the first 3 episodes. The Big Lie, A Star in the Breaking, and The Not So Great Escape. Oh, hi, Block. You said you're my Muppet and you're just kidding? Okay, I can take the joke. Anyway, here's the spine. Now, this one doesn't have the focus on the family logo, and I don't really know why. Again, Focus on the Family was part of Adventures in Odyssey. On the back, bonus features. It describes what the episodes are all about. Next in the movie category, I have Despicable Me, the first movie. I do have the second and third Despicable Me movie, as well as Minions, but they don't have a case. And I don't have them right here, right now. Surprised you know your movies? Really? Thank you for that. Thank you for that compliment. Yes, I do know those movies, and most of them are pretty good. In my opinion. I respect your opinion if you have a different one. So, here's the back. This movie was released, I don't exactly remember, but I think it was 2010. Maybe this was 2010. All right, we got a question here. Do you like any Tim Burton movies by chance? Well, I haven't seen much Tim Burton movies. I think he made Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in 2005, and I didn't like that one. And I can't remember what I thought of the live-action Dumbo. So that's all I can really say at the moment. I watched the Dumbo live-action movie from Disney a long time ago. Okay. Anyway, you might have seen this in my complete series DVD collection video. This was the first complete series DVD I ever got. It's the 1993 TV show, Rocko's Modern Life. They used to air on Nickelodeon. And this is the complete series 8-disc set, released by Shout Factory, who does other 90s Nick DVD releases, which is pretty cool. In the back, all 52 episodes, all 4 complete seasons, 52 episodes, and extras, these bonus features, including the pilot version of the episode Trasho Madness, And the original art on this case is actually done by the creator of the show, Joe Murray. This is the same thing as the front, but it has a speech bubble. Next, we have another amazing movie, in my opinion, Bedtime Stories. I don't know how to explain it to anyone who hasn't seen this movie, but it stars Adam Sandler, and I think it's things happen for this man called Skeeter after he tells bedtime stories to his sister's children. And I like the stories. They're pretty entertaining in this movie. I think my favorite one is the one that's like, I'll give you Ferrari for free. You guys see this movie, or at least that clip, to know what I'm talking about. There's the spine. I forgot to show the spine. Yeah, but I'm not going to spoil much of the movie. I don't like spoiling movies sometimes. I try hard not to spoil movies in any way I can. Here is Kipper, and Kipper Helps Out. Please let me know if you've heard of Kipper. Kipper's a good show. Here's the spine. The DVD was released by Hit Entertainment, just like Fraggle Rock, which I showed earlier. Then the back. It says, Meet Kipper, a lovable dog with a big imagination. And the episodes include The Visitor, Pig's Present, The Butterfly, The Bleepers, Pig's Cousin, and The Little Ghost, plus more great shows from Hit Entertainment bonus feature they used to have called Hit Extras. Has your life ever been like a Disney movie before? I'm not sure how to say that. I don't know how to describe that. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's been like a Disney movie. I don't think it's possible, but I don't really know how to answer that. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is a movie I watched a few months ago that I actually wanted to see. It's called Parental Guidance, and it stars Billy Crystal, the voice of Mike Wazowski from the Disney Pixar movie Monsters, Inc. I think this was an okay film. I like one of the kids, but I'm not going to spoil it because I don't want to spoil the movie. In the back, it's about these grandparents that take care of their grandkids. And Billy Crystal's one of the grandparents in this movie. Again, he was Mike Wazowski in the Monsters, Inc. franchise. Oh, and this is pretty cool. They have a dove seal. That's for all ages. And sometimes there have been movies that are kind of like that have that seal on it. Oh, Kid Mario 0013. Hello. Hi. Thank you for joining. And I do like your username. Mario's pretty cool. I think you might be surprised later on if I show a movie I have that has to do with that. This is, oh, you're welcome, Kid Mario 0013. This is a Sesame Street release. Now, I like Sesame Street. I mostly like the stories, the street scenes people upload on YouTube more than the ABCs and 1-2-3s. But this is my favorite Sesame Street release, Elmo Visits the Doctor. It includes an all-new Elmo's World. And if you guys don't like Elmo or Sesame Street, I respect your opinion. Again, this is all about respecting opinions. Here's the back. It shows a bit of the credits, the plot, and a kid-friendly instant play Elmo Dr. Gain. Oh, hi, Awesome Summer. I'm so glad you're here. And this is by Sony Wonder. I think this came out in 2005. And I forgot to show here, it has an Elmo's World segment about doctors. Right at the end, the final thing in that video. They also had an Ernie and Bert segment and a lot of other stuff in between the story and Elmo's World. You miss watching DVDs? Oh, I'm sorry you do. DVDs are really cool. Now, this movie I know nothing about. I have not seen it yet. It's called The Santa Trap. I didn't get to see it last Christmas, but hopefully Christmas 2025, I might be able to watch it. Here's the back. Molly captures the spirit of Christmas and Santa Claus too. Oh, cool. Awesome Summers. That's cool. I think the DVD player on the computer used to be called a DVD drive, maybe? And wow, that's great that you have a DVD player in your car, too. Now, this is a wonderful DVD. I love Rubba-Dubbers, and let me know if you know Rubba-Dubbers, too. I've loved them ever since I was a kid, and I still enjoy the show today. That's why it's really special to me and one of my favorite shows. So this is one of the DVDs, Tup's Pirate Treasure, as seen on Nick Jr. Seems nice? That's good. And, oh, you've heard of that show from me? Aw, thank you. I wonder if it was because of an episode recreation I did. Here's the spine. Hit Entertainment to me, after seeing a lot of trailers on YouTube, I really like Hit Entertainment. That's a pretty good company. And you saw the recreation? Oh, that's so cool. It's gotten a lot of views. Thank you for that, Awesome Summer. I really remember that recreation because I knew one of the episodes by heart. Episodes on this DVD is Tup the Pirate, Terrence of Arabia, Sploshy of the Arctic, Super Amelia, and Deep Sea Reg. And then all these bonus features feature mini adventures, character bios, and stuff like that, and an interactive game. Down here it says, from the makers of Bob the Builder. So they have the same stop motion animation like Bob the Builder. And I do have two other Rubba-Dubbers ones that once I get to, I will show you. Now this is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. This is from 1996, I believe. I don't know if the back says anything. 1996 movie, Jingle All the Way, featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Includes both the theatrical version and the extended director's cut, which I heard is probably additional scenes that weren't in the theatrical version, but I haven't seen that. I've seen this movie so many times over the holidays. I just love the plot. It's very engaging. It's where Howard Langston is determined to get his son the year's most popular toy, an action figure of the superhero Turbo Man. So yeah, and the special features feature some games and featurettes and the director's cut with footage not shown in theaters. So they're like additional scenes. Next, I have to grab these together. This is another one of my favorite shows, Animaniacs. This is the classic Animaniacs. They did do a reboot on Hulu, which is fine so far. I haven't seen all of it, but some of it is good so far. But this is the classic complete series, the classic 90s cartoon. This came out in 1993, the show. And I think this came out in 2018, the complete series. So this is seasons 1 and 2. And the back doesn't show much. It just has Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. This one is seasons 3 and 4, and it includes the 1999 direct-to-video movie Wacko's Wish. That's a good movie, too. You might have seen these complete series in my complete series DVD collection, which that was a good video, too, that I made. Little fun fact, Rob Paulson does Yakko, Jess Harnell does Wacko, and Tress MacNeille does Dot, and their voices came back for the reboot. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, here's another favorite movie of mine. This is the classic Toy Story, Pixar's first animated feature. This is the DVD edition. I think it's a re-release from 2019 because it has the Toy Story 4 trailers on it, and that movie came out in 2019. Here's the back. I saw Warner Home Video logo. Also, I made Warner Home Video jingle on BandLab. I don't know what BandLab is. What is BandLab? Would you mind explaining that? And here is, they have a bonus feature for Toy Story 3. A sneak peek of Toy Story 3, even though that movie came out in 2010. I do have Toy Story 3, and I will show you in a moment. BandLab, is that what you make music? Sounds interesting. That's pretty interesting, Kid Mario 0013. Thank you for telling me that. So that was Toy Story, which I love that movie. I got to get these 3 small ones in. You must have seen this in my complete series also. It's another one of my favorite shows. It's called The Ren and Stimpy Show. And this is the first and second seasons. I don't have the box out now to show you, but I showed that in my complete series DVD collection. And this is one of my favorite shows. However, it's kind of meant for an older audience. That's all I have to say about that. But here's disc 1. The artwork is just amazing. I love this. Spine. Then the back features all the episodes. I didn't really list the episodes. I let you pause on the complete series DVD so you could watch it, like read all this. So episodes include, for this one, Stimpy's Big Day, The Big Shot, which those 2 episodes are kind of conjoined together, Robin Hawk, Nurse Stimpy, Space Madness, The Boy Who Cried Rat, Fire Dogs, The Littlest Giant, Marooned, Untamed World, Black Hole, and Stimpy's Invention. So those were all the episodes from the first season. And over here, I wanted to show this picture. This is their popular, iconic, happy, happy, joy, joy song and dance. That was on Stimpy's Invention. And this picture is from Untamed World, which is one of my favorite episodes. Pretty much most of my favorite episodes of Ren and Stimpy are from this DVD set. Here's disc 2. Again, 5 out of 5 stars for me for this DVD collection because of some of the episodes and the artwork. These are kind of skinny spines. The back. Now, this is from my favorite Ren and Stimpy episode of all time, Sven Hawk. I really like that one. It features Ren's cousin, Sven. I'm not going to describe the episodes that are on here, but Sven Hawk's my favorite episode of Ren and Stimpy, and I really like Yeah, most of the favorite episodes that I have of Ren and Stimpy are from these DVDs. Last but not least, Disc 3. And I used to have Ren and Stimpy on VHS also. You might have seen that in previous videos. So this is Disc 3, and the discs I showed in the complete series DVD collection video, they're just the same things on the front. So there's, I like the cat that laid the golden hairball, Visit to Anthony, the Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman. That's my favorite because of them going on an adventure to me. They don't do much adventure stuff. It's like comedy this and PG rated humor that. And Son of Stimpy's a Christmas episode. I also like Stimpy's Fan Club. That's also a great episode. So they got great episodes in these seasons. All right, let's move that out of the way. Here is a Disney movie that I like more than the first. This is the sequel to Wreck-It Ralph called Ralph Breaks the Internet. I think this and a game I used to play called Disney Heroes Battle Mode is what made me like Ralph and Vanellope, the two main characters in the movie, and their friendship. And this is a good movie too. Like I said, I like it better than the first movie. It's got a lot of new characters, and I feel like I want to spoil this, but at one point you get to see a lot of other Disney characters. I'm not going to explain how, but that's really cool. And you can see that on this picture of Vanellope with a few of the princesses. There's Elsa, Tiana, Anna, and Mulan, but there were other Disney princesses like Ariel and Snow White, and even Merida from the Pixar movie Brave. So yeah, very cool. Who else knows this Littlest Pet Shop TV show from 2012? This is the only Littlest Pet Shop DVD I have, Sweetest Pets. I really like the characters and the music of Littlest Pet Shop. That's the best parts of the show. In the back, it says, life in the Littlest Pet Shop couldn't be sweeter. And the episodes include Topped with Buttercream, Trading Places, Sweet Truck Ride, What's in the Batter, and Bakers and Bakers. So yeah, if you don't know what Littlest Pet Shop is about, it's this girl named Blythe. She has the ability to talk to the pet characters. And each pet character has a different personality. Like over here we have Zoe, Vinny, and Sunil. Minka, Russell, Pepper, and Penny Ling is on the logo like she used to be. Those are her pet friends with different personalities. I used to have this on VHS, but this is a childhood favorite. The Tigger movie. This is from 2000. Back then, they made some pretty good Disney movies back then. At least in my opinion. I mean, Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins, was from 2000, and another movie I have is from 2000 as well. I think they also made an extremely goofy movie around that time. This has tons of bonus features, as well as the Kenny Loggins' Your Heart Will Lead You Home music video, which was on the VHS, but there's tons more bonus features than just that. So yeah, if you haven't seen this, even if you have not heard of Winnie the Pooh, this is a great movie. I recommend it. This is a pretty good video. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's Esther, the Girl Who Became Queen, a VeggieTales DVD about courage. Spine. This released by Sony Wonder 2 for some reason in the back. It shows what people are saying about VeggieTales and the bonus features. I seen it. Wow. Did you like it? There's Sunday morning values and Saturday morning fun. That used to be their slogan back then of VeggieTales. I liked VeggieTales. Well, yeah, VeggieTales is pretty good. I like it too. Here is another movie of Winnie the Pooh. It's on Big Idea Entertainment. Of course, I didn't really say that, but thank you for saying that. This is the 2011 Winnie the Pooh movie. This kind of has a rip on the spine, but that's how I got it. Like I said, I get some DVDs from thrift stores. So this was one of the, I don't know if it was Disney's last, but most of the time they do 3D animation instead of this 2D animation. And this movie is about an hour long, believe it or not, credits included. I saw it on Disney Plus. That was the last time I saw this movie, and I couldn't believe that it was only an hour long. I even remember seeing a commercial for this movie on TV when I was younger. So it came out in 2011. You may have seen this in my live stream where I show Penguins of Madagascar DVDs. This one is called Happy King Julian Day. And Penguins of Madagascar is a really good show that used to be by DreamWorks and Nickelodeon back in the 2010s. Episodes include Happy King Julian Day, Assaults and Batteries, Kingdom Come, Operation Plush and Cupper, Crown Fools, Jungle Law, The Helmet, and All King, No Kingdom. And all these episodes probably revolve around King Julian. He was one of the stars of the Madagascar movie franchise, so no wonder they put him in this show, along with Maurice and Mort. Now, I love Trolls. Trolls is one of my favorite movie franchises, and their recent movie, Band Together, is one of my favorites, I think. So it shows all of these characters. We have Poppy and Branch. So there's Poppy and Branch, but new characters like John Dory, Floyd, Clay, and Spruce Bruce, who are Branch's brothers, and Poppy's sister Biba, who is one of my favorite characters besides Poppy. Here's the spine. I saw it in theaters for a year ago. Wow, did you like it? In the back. Now, I've shown this in one of my Trolls collection videos. The bonus features are a sing-along version of the movie, an original short, It Takes Three, and feature commentary. Yep, you liked it? I know. I saw it in theaters too. I think at the end of November, and I really loved it. I loved it. We got another Penguins of Madagascar release. This is Operation DVD Premiere. It doesn't say Operation DVD Premiere on the spine. And the back doesn't show the episodes, but I did a live stream on my Penguins of Madagascar DVD collection. And I know all the episodes that are on here, like Dr. Blowhole's Revenge, Truthache, Command Crisis, Go Fish, Roomies, Needlepoint, Launch Time, All Choked Up, The Hidden, and Tangled in the Web. So those were the episodes that were on this DVD. And there were bonus features. Like I mentioned, there used to be a game on Nick.com called Secret Access to the devious Dr. Blowhole game, but I don't think it's there anymore. This is probably a childhood movie too. The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland. And I think this movie came out in 1999, if I'm not mistaken. This is Elmo's first movie. They had a movie called Follow That Bird, Sesame Street did, but it starred Big Bird, and I don't think Elmo was a big part of Sesame Street back then. So yeah, I used to have that on VHS too. So it co-stars Vanessa Williams and Mandy Patinkin and features a new character named Bug. These are all in no particular order, but this is another Penguins DVD, Operation Get Ducky. This duck is named Eggy, and he is so cute. So cute, in my opinion. And there's a spine with Eggy on it. How cute. And the back. Let me know if you know Penguins of Madagascar. And if so, what do you think of it? I think it was good. I watched it when I was younger, and I was obsessed with them, and I still enjoy them today. Episodes include Paternal Egg Stink, Hard Boiled Eggy, April Fools, Siege the Day, which I think was an episode in the 3rd season, Operation Neighbor Swap, Otter Gone Wild, 2 Feet High and Rising, and Sting Operation. That penguin was wearing 3D glasses? Oh yeah, that's Kowalski. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's wearing 3D glasses. Okay, I've got another Rubba-Dubbers one. It's called High Noon in the Bathroom, which I used to have on VHS when I was younger. High Noon in the Bathroom. I think this release was from 2004. Episodes include Sheriff Terrence, Sploshy Bird, Rocket Sled Reg, Tub the Magician, and Amelia and the Detectives. And again, it says from the makers of Bob the Builder. And DVD special features. There's hit extra episodes from the shows Bob the Builder and Angelina Ballerina. I don't know a lot about Angelina Ballerina, so that's kind of new to me. Here's another Disney movie. We have Big Hero 6 from 2014. That movie came out. My favorite character in this movie is Baymax. I really like Baymax. I even have a plushie of Baymax. I don't have it with me right now. Anyway, then it has the Feast theatrical short and the characters behind the characters special feature. So this is Big Hero 6. If you've seen this movie, what do you think of it? Here is another Rubba-Dubbers, and this is the last one I have. There was one called Finbar, the Mighty Movie Star, but I don't have that one. Maybe if I find it, I might do an update. So this is the first release they ever had. Here come the Rubba-Dubbers, as seen on Nick Jr. Yes, it did used to air on Nick Jr. around the 2000s. Again, from Hit Entertainment. Now, the first episode on this DVD, Train Driver Tub, was actually the episode I recreated in my recreation video. And I know that one by heart. So there's Train Driver Tub, as well as the other episodes, Sploshy's Tale, Terrence's Double Trouble, Scary Finbar, and Reg the Monster. I used to have this on VHS when I was a kid, too. So it has the same similar special features, but it doesn't say from the makers of Bob the Builder on there. Again, I love this show. It's one of my favorites. Here's another Christmas movie that I really like. The Santa Claus. This is the widescreen special edition version of the Santa Claus. So yeah. This is from Disney. You may see that I have some Disney movies. And that's good. I like some Disney movies. Some more than others. Well, I like some Disney movies. I don't see every single Disney movie, but you know what I mean, right? And this also features Tim Allen, who also was Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story. And he was in the 2006 version of Shaggy Dog, which I like that movie too. Oh, hi. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, it is a good day so far. Thank you for joining. The Fan Wiggles 2.0. Oh, yeah, I like the Wiggles too. Mostly I like the Wiggles from the classic times, which are Greg, Murray, Anthony, and Jeff. I don't have any Wiggles DVDs, but I used to have Wiggly Safari on VHS. And that's a good one alongside Top of the Tots, which I've seen on the Wiggles YouTube channel. Anyway, this is the Penguins of Madagascar New to the Zoo DVD. I've shown that in one of my live streams too. In the back, I was about to ask if you had any Wiggles DVDs. Well, I guess I already answered that. I used to have Wiggly Safari on VHS. I hope to find that on DVD. Wiggly Safari and Top of the Tots. Those are my favorites. But I don't have those ones yet. Episodes on this DVD are In the Line of Duty, The Big Squeeze, Out of the Groove, Skorka, The Red Squirrel, Jiggles, one of my favorite Penguin episodes, Untouchable, and Cat's Cradle. Here's another really funny road trip movie. This is one of my favorite road trip movies. It's called Are We There Yet? I think it released in 2005. I'm trying to remember. It has Ice Cube, which his tone, Ice Cube's tone to me sounds like a rapper. Anyway, here's the back. This is a pretty good movie, pretty funny. My favorite Wiggles era is also with Greg, Murray, Anthony, and Jeff. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I mean, fun fact, I have seen on their YouTube channel some of their little episodes they have. And when it comes to Top of the Tots and Wiggly Safari, I've made covers of those songs by singing as Alvin and the Chipmunks, which I do have some Chipmunk movies, but I haven't gotten to them yet. Let me know, everyone, if you know this cartoon. This was from 1998. This was the same year that the Playhouse Disney show PB&J Otter came out, which that's one of my favorite shows. Oh, wait. Even though I was born in 2007 when Sam Moran was the yellow Wiggle. Yeah, they have changed Wiggles. Sam was the first one. Greg was replaced with Sam, and I think that was the first time they've ever changed it until way recent. Anyway, this is the complete series of Cat Dog. This is a good show, too. Also released by Shout Factory, who also released the Littlest Pet Shop DVD I showed. This is discs 1 to 6, and this has every... Oh, Awesome Summer, you know this show, too? That's great. This is a really good show. Cat Dog, Cat Dog. Alone in the World was a little cat dog. Oh, you've seen a little bit of it, but you're not interested? Okay, that's okay. I respect your opinion. I always respect people's opinions. I like it personally, but I respect your opinion, Awesome Summer. So this is all of the episodes, and I'm not going to go through all of them because there's a lot, and they show you which discs they're on. Oh, I am so sorry. Things are spilling everywhere. I'm so sorry. I was just talking about that show with my friend and singing it yesterday. Maybe your friend's a fan. So this is another picture of Cat Dog. Fun fact, the guy behind Winnie the Pooh and Tigger's voice, Jim Cummings, does Cat. Oh, and Jim Cummings also did Darkwing Duck. And this is my favorite non-Disney role that Jim Cummings has ever done. Because this is Nickelodeon. This is not Disney. And there's all the episodes on there. On disc 9, there's Teeth for Two. That's my favorite episode. But there are some pretty good episodes on there, including the movie that I haven't seen in a long time, Cat Dog and the Great Parent Mystery. And this little picture there is from Teeth for Two. The green rabbit is Rancid Rabbit, and that's my favorite character. Have you seen the show called Atomic Betty? No, I don't think I have. What's it about? Would you mind explaining what it's about? Next one, I watched this movie a couple days ago recently. This is The Princess and the Pauper, the first musical movie of Barbie. It's technically called Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper. But I keep the word as out of it. Now, this is a really good movie in my opinion. I really love the songs and the bad guy. They feel kind of Disney-like, even though it's not Disney. It's about a girl with orange hair who saves the world. I wonder if I'll have to look into that. You haven't seen it in a while, but it's funny and awesome to you. That's good. Oh, and you love Barbie? Yeah. There's another Barbie movie I've seen that was recent called Big City, Big Dreams, and that had good songs. I know I wasn't going to show the discs, but I really want to show this music CD that came with this, and I'm really excited about that because I love the music in this movie. And the bad guy. He seems like he always has this sinister look, kind of like Jafar from Aladdin. Even though this is not Disney, it feels Disney. At least to me. Okay, I'm running low on the TV show ones. Let's do another movie. This one is an awesome movie. I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was awesome. I loved it. It's the recent Super Mario Brothers movie from Nintendo and Illumination that brought you Despicable Me. Nothing special on the spine. And here's the back with the pretty cool Mario Kart picture. I kind of spoiled I hope I didn't spoil the Mario movie, but there is a Mario Kart scene in there, but I'm not going to describe more of it. This is a great movie. You saw it in theaters too, From Your Birthday in 3D. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe this year your birthday's coming up, so happy early birthday. Sam Moran did take Greg's place in 2002 because Greg's mother-in-law passed away. That's kind of sad. I wonder if that was factual, but it is kind of sad. You have that Mario movie? Yes, it's awesome. Princess Peach and Donkey Kong are my favorite characters in this movie. I also have some of the figures from this movie. I did an unboxing of Princess Peach, but that was before I saw the movie. Now, are there any fans of this live-action Alvin and the Chipmunks franchise? There is, to me. I love Alvin and the Chipmunks. It's another one of my favorite movie franchises. Well, it's more than just that. I mean, Alvin and the Chipmunks has been around for years and had TV shows and CDs and stuff like that. But my favorite era was their live action era, starting in 2007, because that's how I got introduced to the Chipmunks. So this is the 2015 movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip. I only have Mario, Toad, and Luigi figures. Me too! I have those ones too, besides Princess Peach. I don't have Bowser, but I have those ones too. Mario, Toad, and Luigi. I have those ones too. I wonder if I should do a review on them on my channel. Oh, that's my YouTube profile? Yes! The looks of the Chipmunks, the little picture, that is my profile. Since Alvin and the Chipmunks is one of my favorites. I don't have the original case artwork for this, but it's basically where the Chipmunks head to Miami to stop a proposal from Dave and his new girlfriend. Yeah, and there's Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Here is one of the live-action Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, Roderick Rules. So this is the live-action version. Yes, that's right. The Alvin and the Chipmunks, the road chip, that picture was my profile pic too. I'm glad you noticed. Thank you. This is really cool, you guys. So there's the spine. This is the second movie in the live-action Wimpy Kid movies. And this is based on a book series called Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is my favorite book series. But it's live action. You saw a clip of the Roderick Rules movie before. Was it this one or the animated Disney Plus one? Because I know that the animated Disney Plus movie was good, in my opinion. I think I liked it more than the other two. Oh, the live action one? Yeah, this is a good movie. The live action movies are good. The animated ones, I like the Roderick Rules one. Those ones were Disney Plus exclusives. Speaking of Wimpy Kid, let's pull out this one. This one's a great summer movie called Dog Days. And there's Greg, played by Zachary Gordon, Rowley, played by Robert Capron, and Sweetie, their dog. Oh, and the Muddy Hand from the books. They kind of add a bit of animated parts in the live action movies. You didn't know that was an animated movie too? Yeah, but it's only on Disney Plus. They did the first movie, Roderick Rules, and Christmas Cabin Fever. Remember when Greg in the animated Wimpy Kid, he did Rickroll? Oh yeah, like, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. I know what that means. It's been a while since I've seen the animated Roderick Rules. But I think it's my favorite out of the animated ones. Even the song Can You Smell Us Now from Roderick's band Loaded Diaper. So this is Dog Days. This is a great summer movie. Now I'm going to pull out this really cool Penguins of Madagascar DVD release, Operation Blowhole. Now, this one's great because Dr. Blowhole is in those episodes, as well as another episode called The Penguin Who Loved Me. I must have described that in my recent live stream, in one of my recent live streams, but here's the spine and the back. It features the Dr. Blowhole's Revenge episode, which was the first episode Dr. Blowhole appeared in, as well as both parts of the 1-hour special, The Return of the Revenge of Dr. Blowhole, which that's where all the songs come from, because on the front of the box, front of the case, it says six original musical numbers, and all those songs are really good. I recommend finding them on YouTube, even if you're not interested in seeing the episode, because those songs are really good. I like the songs. This one I haven't seen in a while, but I remember it was good. From 2014, the SpongeBob movie, sponge out of water. I remember seeing this in theaters. No, wait, it wasn't 2014. Was it 2015? I don't remember. But I remember seeing this movie in theaters, and that was the only SpongeBob movie I've seen in theaters. So they got this little animation that I don't want to spoil. I'm tempted to spoil, but I don't want to spoil the movie. But it's a really good SpongeBob movie. Even when I do recommend it for SpongeBob fans. Also. This is one of my favorite Sesame Street releases I used to have on VHS called Let's Eat Funny Food Songs that stars Grover and this blue Muppet business-like character called Fat Blue or Mr. Johnson. That's what people on YouTube call him. I don't know what he's originally called. If you know, maybe you can let me know. It's this guy right here. Fat Blue or Mr. Johnson. He's usually Grover's customer. Here are the songs. Cereal Girl is my favorite one. And fun fact, Cereal Girl was a reference. This was a parody of the Madonna song Material Girl. But I like Cereal Girl. That's a good song. I don't know that guy's name, but I've seen him before. Yeah. He must have been on different segments with Grover because Grover's usually his waiter. This is a PBS Kids show that is one of my favorite PBS shows besides Nature Cat. This is Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, and this is Daniel's Big Feelings. This is the only Daniel DVD I have. I really like Daniel Tiger. He is inspired by Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, for those of you who didn't know, and he's been on PBS Kids ever since 2012, so he's still on the air. And I loved Daniel Tiger since I was little. Oh, that's cool. I got interested in Daniel Tiger in 2017 after I went to an event called Fit Kids Day, and I met him as well as Nature Cat. That was really exciting. So the episodes are all about different feelings, like Duckling goes home and Daniel feels left out. That's about feeling sad. Daniel gets frustrated and frustration at school. That is about frustration. Daniel is jealous. Jealousy at the treehouse is all about jealousy and what to do about it. Someone else's feelings and empathy at school is all about empathy and thinking about how someone else is feeling. And there's Daniel with his dad. I remember the year it came out, and I was so happy because I also love Mr. Rogers too. Yeah. Fun fact, this show was created by Angela Santamero, one of the creators of Blue's Clues. And the bonus episode is all about being mad. And it says Daniel gets mad and Katerina gets mad. They usually sing a lot of, I like how some episodes are called Daniel is feeling this way and feelings at home. Yeah? That's pretty cool. I haven't seen any newer Daniel episodes, but I've seen plenty of episodes, and Daniel Tiger, I really like him. That's sort of how it's like to sum it up. Okay, I understand. And of course, it says includes 8 Graphic Tales. Here is Toy Story 3 that I previously said I already had when I showed you Toy Story. I used to have Toy Story 2 on VHS, but I don't have it on DVD quite yet. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but Toy Story movies, they are pretty good. And the bonus features have like studio stories, a theatrical short called Day and Night, and voice talent. You get to see all the voice actors in one featurette, like some returning ones, some new ones, because there were new characters in this movie. All right, calling all Pinky and the Brain fans, or anyone who has seen my complete series DVD collection. Update, they did make a complete series of Pinky and the Brain. They made a complete series set, but around that time it wasn't available to me. And because it didn't come out when I was getting these volumes. So, oh well, this is still, in my opinion, the same thing. So here's Pinky and the Brain Volume 1. Pinky done by Rob Paulson, and The Brain done by Maurice LaMarche, which their voices came back in the Animaniacs reboot too. They were characters on Animaniacs before they got their show. Jay Brain, what do you want to do tonight? Well, I'll answer that for you, answers Awesome Summer. The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Yep, you got that impression that I just did. So, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. I like how you're doing with that emoji, even though it's the same one. Anyway, here's Pinky and the Brain. It features a bonus feature called Are You Pondering What I'm Pondering? This was also, I think, executive produced by Steven Spielberg, just like Animaniacs, so he gets some of the credit. Volume 2. I remember getting this for my birthday in 2022. But it was 2018 that I got into this show. Fall 2018, I believe. And it says, so whose world is it anyway? It has a picture of the brain. And then Volume 3, which features the 3-parter episode that I call a movie called Brainwashed. That's a pretty good episode / movie. I call it a movie because it's like 3 parts, so it's like a 1-hour special. I do recommend that one. I think that's a pretty good one. I think I saw it like a week or so ago. Now, here's a classic movie that is one of my favorite. This is the 1971 movie called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I enjoy that movie too. I don't know the date of this re-release, but there have been probably a lot of re-releases. I used to have the 1996 25th anniversary edition on VHS. Since this is a really old movie, it's my favorite version of Willy Wonka. I haven't seen the recent one, but I'm not interested in the recent one that they released in 2023. And again, I don't like the 2005 one, but this one's my favorite. The old classic 1971, and this is the 40-year anniversary edition of the DVD. It's got some good music in there too. Then we have Trolls World Tour, which I have described that. I've shown it in my Trolls collection video, one of them. And again, it's also in French or something. But this is the dance party edition of the movie. Again, I love the Trolls franchise from DreamWorks. In the back, it features Poppy, Branch. Over here we have Tiny Diamond and another one of my favorite characters, the hard rock troll, Queen Barb. It has a dance party mode and a short called Tiny Diamond Goes Back to School and More. Oh, another question. Do you know the show called Cyber Chase? I think I slightly do. I've seen a lot of PBS kids shows when I was a kid. I think Cyber Chase was one of them, alongside Zaboomafoo, Arthur, Between the Lions, stuff like that. So I know a lot about PBS shows because I've watched a lot of them when I was a kid. So that was Trolls World Tour. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but it's a good one. The 2000 direct-to-video Little Mermaid 2: Return to the Sea. It's all about Ariel's daughter, Melody. But don't worry, Ariel's in it, along with the bad guy, Ursula's sister, Morgana. I used to have this on VHS as well. Oh, okay. I was thinking of a show idea called Buzz and Delete, the villain, Hacker's Helpers. And it's similar to Pinky and the Brain since Buzz and Delete are similar to Pinky and the Brain. I guess I forgot about those characters. I am so sorry. I forgot about those characters. I wonder if I'll have to take a walk down memory lane or something. But yeah, it has old... Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. All right, all right. I understand. So Melody's dream in this movie is to be a mermaid. And there are a couple new characters in this movie, like this walrus and penguin named Tip and Dash, which are kind of like Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King, but I really like them. They try to be heroes, but that's all I can say about those characters. This one is by far a childhood movie. The first movie I ever saw in theaters as a kid. Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. Here's the spine. And the back. It's got these characters that are called the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, which they had their movie in 2008. And this was from 2002. And it's the debut of a caterpillar named Khalil. He's a pretty cool character. You were just watching VeggieTales on Saturday? You love that show? That's great. Have you seen this movie before? I do recommend it. It is a really good one, and it's a really special movie. No, I haven't. Well, it is a good one. I don't remember a lot of the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything movie, but Jonah is really special. I like Jonah too. Yeah, we've got some VeggieTales fans here. This is another complete series I have called Real Monsters, which is a Nickelodeon show too. I got into it in 2020. Here's the back. They don't show what episodes they have per disc, but there are a few episodes that are my favorite. And down here, I wanted to show you, this is the Gromble, the teacher at the Monster Academy that always yells at the other monsters, and he's my second favorite character of all time. First favorite character of all time being Nick Wilde from Zootopia. Which, let me know, who's your favorite character of all time? Do you have a favorite character of all time? And from where? Can you please let me know? I'd love to hear and find out. So here is, I don't have the case artwork for this either. This is the first Trolls movie that released back in 2016. And I remember watching it in theaters and loving it. Poppy is one of my favorite characters. And this is the movie that started it all. You mean any character or a character from Our Monsters? I mean any character. Like I mentioned Nick Wilde from Zootopia. So, yeah. Poppy's another one of my favorites, too. The pink troll. She's been my favorite from the start. I have other favorite troll characters, but I've explained a few of them before. So this is the movie that started it all. I remember being excited about it, like watching trailers and clips, waiting to see the movie. That was really good. Here's another favorite DreamWorks movie of mine, Mr. Peabody and Sherman from 2014. I recently got into a show, which is not a kid's cartoon, but it's more for teens and adults, called Daria. So one of them is Daria at the moment. I don't think I've heard of that one. I usually like watching kid cartoons. That's kind of my thing. Cartoons for kids. That's kind of my thing. I said the name right? Okay, good. But that's just my opinion. I like kid movies a lot and shows like I've been showing. Like Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I remember really liking this movie. It's where they travel back in time in a machine called the Wayback. And they go to Egypt and Leonardo da Vinci and the Trojan War. I usually watch cartoons for kids too, but some cartoons for teens too if they're not intense. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of that way a tiny bit with PG-13 movies. Like, I think I've seen Men in Black and the 1998 Godzilla movie. So, this is from 2014, and I didn't really see this in theaters, but it's a really good movie. I even remember making a TV show for this in my own mind that had original characters I added in, as well as Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and this girl right there named Penny. I do recommend this movie. To keep going with the movies, here's Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeakquel, the movie that introduced me to the Chipettes, Brittany, Jeanette, and Eleanor. Nowadays, it seems like I like the Chipettes a bit more than the Chipmunks, which is weird because the Chipettes appeared in the Squeakquel in the CGI live-action movie world, and that was their first debut. Oh, a different variant? It is a different variant because Alvin, Simon, and Theodore look a little different. Like Alvin's wearing a hat and so is Theodore. And the Chipettes are there. My profile pic did not have the Chipettes. But this is a good movie too. It's where the Chipmunks are in a musical competition at West Eastman High School. I do recommend the Chipmunk movies from the live action times. They're really cool. Here's another Penguins of Madagascar DVD. Operation Special Delivery. Here's the spine. And the back. These are all episodes from the TV show. Episodes include A Visit from Uncle Nigel, Snowmageddon, Antics on Ice, The All-Nighter Before Christmas, and a few other episodes this does not mention. And I do have The All-Nighter Before Christmas also, which I will show you a little later. Here is one of the special miscellaneous ones I just wanted to get started on. This is Trolls Holiday, and this was the first Trolls Holiday. I remember seeing it on TV, I believe. This always came out on TV around Christmas. This came out, I think, in 2017. And there's another one, too, called Holiday in Harmony, but I tried watching that one, and I didn't like it. So that's the only thing in the Trolls franchise I don't like so far. I haven't seen much of the YouTube series Fun Fair Surprise, but I've heard a couple songs and I've seen one short of it. But Trolls is still great. I really like Trolls. This is one of my favorite road trip movies of all time, besides Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip, and Are We There Yet? This is the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the long haul movie from 2017. And the thing that is different compared to the other movies is that they have a different cast of actors. But I've seen this movie so many times, and I really enjoy it. It's my favorite Wimpy Kid movie, one of my favorite road trip movies of all time. And yes, they do have a pig. That's all I'm going to spoil about it. I'm not going to spoil a lot of stuff in movies. This is, I haven't gotten the chance to watch it yet, but maybe this holiday season I will. Hit Entertainment, Children's Favorites, A Christmas Treasure. It includes 6 shows from Hit Entertainment. I will show you the back in just a minute. So it features Angelina Ballerina, which is new to me. I have not seen Angelina Ballerina before. Bob the Builder and Barney, I've seen, but I don't mind them. They're not my favorites. Barney's just okay, but tolerable. But I don't mind it or Bob the Builder. That's my opinion. Rubbadubbers and Kipper, I love those ones the most. And Pingu, I'm not a fan of. I don't like Pingu, but if there's any Pingu fans out there, I respect your opinion. That's all that really matters, is respecting other people's opinions. I haven't seen the original Angelina Ballerina either, but I have seen the reboot of it they made when I was little, and I loved it. Wow. And I didn't even know they made a show of it in the 2000s back then. Well, this style is the 2000s style. I'm starting to wonder after seeing trailers if it was the same animation as Kipper, because I like Kipper. Especially when Fisher-Price put out the entire series of Kipper episodes to watch. They don't do that anymore because they ended doing that after putting out all the episodes, but I think it's great. It's like introducing new kids to a new generation of shows like that. Introducing new generations of kids to it. I haven't seen Kipper before either, but I've heard of it. Okay. That makes sense. I think I remembered that it was made in England or something. That's why the characters have an English accent. This is Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked. Another great Alvin and the Chipmunks movie released back in 2011. I remember seeing that in theaters. All of the Alvin and the Chipmunk movies I've seen in theaters. So here's the back with Alvin, Simon, Theodore, and the Chipettes. It's like Peep and the Big Wide World and Clifford. They made old versions of them in 2000, before the 2000s, and I didn't know that until 2023. They made a Clifford in 2019, I believe, but the one I watched when I was a kid was the old 2000s one. So yeah, I think I do remember Clifford a little bit. I also met him in an event called Fit Kids Day at a couple of years. That was fun. They had PBS characters you could meet, like Daniel and Nature Cat at one point in one event year. It was really good. I know, I still watched PBS Kids all the time, so I do still see the new Clifford. Oh, you met Clifford? That's awesome. It is awesome. And same with Daniel Tiger. And the first one I attended was in 2017, and they had Daniel and Nature Cat. Nature Cat is one of my favorite shows. You met Big Bird when you were younger. That must have been fun. I think in Fit Kids Day before, they had Elmo and Cookie Monster, and I met them. So this Penguin's release is Operation Antarctica. This must have come out in 2012, maybe around the holidays, because on this cover you see Rico carrying a present and Private wearing a Santa hat and Skipper holding a candy cane. No, you met him just randomly somewhere. Oh, okay. I understand. And Private is wearing a holiday hat, so this might have come out for the holidays, even though none of the episodes have anything to do with that. Episodes include Operation Antarctica, The Falcon and the Snow Job, Penguiner Takes All, Roger Dodger, Snakehead, Concrete Jungle Survival, and Work Order. Those are good episodes. And one of the episodes, Concrete Jungle Survival, had a song. It was talking about some kind of ghost bus that wasn't really a ghost bus after all, but I thought I would just share that. Ice Age Mammoth Christmas is next. This is a Christmas special that came out probably after the events of Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs, which I do have, and I'll show you later. Yeah, see, I do have that. In the back, it features, when it comes to the Ice Age franchise, I like when they add new characters in new movies, because in the first movie, I think it was just Sid, Manny, and Diego. Those are the only main characters. Then they started inviting more. They added more and more characters. Like in the Meltdown, they had who turned out to be Manny's wife, a mammoth named Ellie, as well as two silly possums called Crash and Eddie. And then came, I'm just going to pull it out, Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs, which is my recent DVD added to my collection. This one's a good movie. One of the characters they had in this movie, this weasel named Buck, he is my favorite character in Ice Age after watching the Disney Plus movie Adventures of Buck Wild. And he was also on Ice Age Collision Course, which was the 5th movie, which was after Continental Drift. I know, it's hard for me to describe Ice Age characters without spoiling. I don't want to spoil too much of the movie. But this is a really good movie, and I love it because Buck is in it, the weasel with the patch. And he's my favorite character in Ice Age. This is a sing-along video that I had on VHS for a long time, but now I have it on DVD. It's called The End of Silliness. More really silly songs. And here's the spine. Oops. And here's the back. Now, it's saying what the plot is, because the plot is like Archibald Asparagus has canceled Silly Songs with Larry. You know, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. And I'm not going to spoil what happened in this movie, but here's all the songs. And they're like sing-along songs. So you see there's words on the bottom of the screen so you can sing along. So it has songs from Josh and the Big Wall and Madame Blueberry and other releases that were around back then in 1998, I believe. And it has the bonus song, The Yodeling Veterinarian of the Alps. Yeah, I really like this release. It's my favorite VeggieTales release. And I think Archibald's one of my favorite characters from VeggieTales. Here is the Penguins of Madagascar movie, which also features the North Wind. How cool is right? Oh, can you do Bob's voice and say, all right, let me see. I think I can do the whole thing. Okay, Larry, it's time for the theme song. Yeah, Bob. What do I do? Let's see. I know. You play the guitar. Bob, I don't have any hands. Oh, you're right. Well, okay. You play this. I don't want to play that. I'll look silly. Oh, come on. It'll be fun. Nope, not gonna do it. It's for the kids. Okay. But they better not laugh. All right. Better get on out there. Yes, I remember that before they played the theme song. So there you go, Awesome Summer. You've been a really great chatter here. That was really cool. I really like how we can talk about a lot of things. So this is the oh, thank you. I don't do VeggieTale voices often, so I did my best. The Penguins of Madagascar movie. You love watching my live streams? That's awesome. Thank you. And these are the new characters in the movie of Penguins called the North Wind. Here's the spine. And the back. Yeah, I really like chatting with you, Awesome Summer. You're really cool to chat with. Thank you for joining once again. Now, this is a great movie too. I remember seeing it in theaters when it came out, probably a day before Thanksgiving, and I loved it. I remember seeing this movie in theaters and loving it. Here's another movie I've seen in theaters before and really loved it. The very funny Lego Movie from 2014. It used some kind of stop motion animation. They did the same for 3 other movies. Lego Batman movie, Lego Ninjago movie, which I haven't seen. I'm not a big fan of Ninjago. And Lego Movie 2, the second part. But here's all these characters. We've got the good cop slash bad cop. Emmett, Batman. Yes, that's right. They added Batman. Wild Style, Lord Business, Vitruvius, Benny, and Unikitty, which I think was my favorite character. Oh, and they had Superman and a couple other Lego characters. I remember they had Green Lantern in one scene. I mean, this is a really funny movie. And there's a special feature, including a sing-along to the song, Everything is Awesome. That is a pretty good song. Everything is awesome. So this is the 2-disc special edition version of the movie. Here's the other Kipper release I have. Now, I used to have Imagine That and Friendship Tales, my favorite one, on VHS. But I remember renting this on VHS a long time ago. And when I got this at a thrift store, I watched it and I was so excited because I remembered everything about this release when I rented it a long time ago as a kid. So this is Tiger Tales. So we got Kipper and his best friend Tiger. Oh, everything is awesome like me. Yeah, you are awesome. And have you ever watched Lego Friends? I've heard of Lego Friends and I've seen the sets for it probably over the years. I don't think I watched a lot of it. Or any, I don't remember. So I don't think I've seen Lego Friends. But that is a good, that is a set that they had for a brand that they had for a very long time. You absolutely love Lego Friends? That's cool. I wonder if I'll have to check it out. So this is Tiger Tales. This was really exciting, like I tried to explain earlier, because I remembered a lot about it. Episodes include Camping Trip, Tiger's Rocket, Skates, Arnold's Drum, The Holiday, which is like a vacation, because of course this was made in England. So they would call vacations holidays. Buried Treasure and River Trip. And the Hit Extras bonus features an episode from The Wiggles and an episode of The Rubbadubbers, which was Train Driver Tub from Here Come the Rubbadubbers, and the episode that I recreated. Whoa. So here is Frozen 2. I do have the first movie, but this one is probably a little better in my opinion than the first movie because it's so adventurous. I saw it in theaters twice and I really enjoyed it. So this is Frozen 2. And I used to have Elsa and Anna dolls, but I don't anymore. And a plush of Olaf. Olaf the snowman right here. This is all about when Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Olaf, and Sven venture into the enchanted forest and dark seas beyond Arendelle, where Elsa discovers not only the truth about her past, but a threat to her kingdom. It's got some good songs. Oh, I'm sorry, my thumb was in the way. It's got some pretty good songs. Like Into the Unknown. Yeah, it's got some good songs. Frozen does have some pretty good songs. Okay, we're almost done here. Calling all SpongeBob fans. Not only do I have Sponge out of... Oh, into the unknown. SpongeBob fans here. We got... Not only do I have the Sponge Out of Water movie, I do have the first 100 episodes, which I did show in my complete series DVD collection. And I showed the inside, which had what discs and what episodes are on per disc. And nice singing. Well, thank you. So these SpongeBob episodes, these are the first 100. So they have some of the classic ones that I remember because I've watched SpongeBob ever since I was younger. And here's Plankton, my favorite character. Besides Squidward, I like Squidward too. So this is discs 1 to 7. And if you want to see what the discs look like, check out my complete series DVD collection video. It will also show you the inside where you can see what episodes are on what disc. And I remember a lot of them because I've watched the classic SpongeBob episodes, and there are some that I just remember and liked. This is the same thing as the first case. It has Patrick on the side and Plankton on the back. Nothing really special. Here's the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie featuring Zachary Gordon, who played Greg in the first 3 movies. And I think he was in this Disney Christmas movie called the Santa Paws. Yeah, it was Santa Paws. It had to do with a dog. Here's the back. And again, Robert Capron plays Rowley, Greg's best friend. And over here it says Zooey Mama, which is Rowley's comic book strip, which inspired me to make a comic strip about the snack from Penguins of Madagascar movie, Cheesy Dibbles. And just like every one of the Zooey Mama strips end with Zooey Mama, the Cheesy Dibbles thing, my comic strip, Cheesy Dibbles, ends with Dibble Me. Every issue ends like that, and I've made a few of them. Have you ever used ChatGPT? I don't think I have. What's that for? And over here it says it's not a diary, it's a movie. And I forgot to show the spine. Now here's something that's wonderful. I used to have it on VHS ever since I was a little kid. It's the Elmo Palooza, which was a special musical. It's an AI texting app. Oh, I don't think I've used AI stuff. But thank you for telling me what it is. So this is Elmo Palooza. It was to celebrate 30 years of songs and laughs on Sesame Street. Because Sesame Street, you can ask it to do anything for you as long as it's not inappropriate or intense. Okay, thank you for telling me that too. So this is Elmo Palooza. I used to have it on VHS when I was little. This is another one of those videos where the songs I like singing as Alvin and the Chipmunks or the Chipettes. And it features some songs here. And it features Jon Stewart and David Alan Grier, as well as Rosie O'Donnell, Gloria Estefan, En Vogue, the Fugees, Kenny Loggins, Sean Colvin, Jimmy Buffett, and the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. Oh, it's so close to the camera. Yeah, I guess they intended to do that. But this is a great special. It has great songs, and you hear the Sesame Street theme sung by many people and celebrities at the end of this video. So like Rosie O'Donnell, the Fugees, everyone I described. You know some of those celebs? Cool. And it's cool that I have a lot of knowledge about some of this stuff. I remember in a live stream, someone said I should be a teacher. Here is a movie I used to watch as a kid too, Space Jam, with all the Looney Tune characters as well as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a basketball athlete back then, which I think this was released in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. So it's the Toon Squad. And, oh, I should really be a teacher? Thank you for that comment. Wow. That's really an honor. That's really amazing. I have seen another Space Jam movie they made in 2021, but I didn't like it very much. It was one with LeBron James. I think Michael Jordan was not an athlete around the recent times, but he was in that movie. So next we have another recent addition to my collection, the hilarious Daddy Daycare with Eddie Murphy, who was Mushu in Mulan and Donkey in Shrek, for all I know. So yeah, they have Daddy Daycare. They also have Jeff Garlin and Steve Zahn. Since you know a lot about cartoons, if there was such thing as a TV show movie class for kids, you are the best choice for job. Thank you. I don't know every cartoon in the universe, but the ones that I really like, I have a lot of knowledge on, like Trolls and Zootopia and Alvin and the Chipmunks and stuff like that. I am going to say that my favorite part in Daddy Daycare movie is when they're doing the Veggios commercial at one point, and I know the chant and I want to share it. BROCCOLI. I am the broccoli and don't know why. CARRONT. Carrots are healthy for you and me. They were trying to put vegetables into a cereal form called Veggios. That was my favorite part in the movie. And they were dressed as a broccoli and a carrot. They had some people dressed as a broccoli and carrot. Anyway, yeah, Eddie Murphy, he plays Donkey. Yes, I did mention that, and he's funny. Yeah. I think I saw in the back of Daddy Daycare, he was also in Dr. Dolittle. Veggios. Yeah. That's my favorite part in the movie. I mean, you can find that clip on YouTube, even if you're not interested in the whole movie. Party with the Penguins. I remember this came out with Merry Madagascar on DVD. I think a day after it aired on TV, Merry Madagascar aired on TV. I must have seen it on TV before I got it on DVD. This features the penguins in a Christmas caper short, plus some of the music videos and activities, as well as King Julian's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So that's the back. Since Valentine's Day is coming up in 2 days, here is Madly Madagascar, the Valentine's Day special. I think this is a good one too. I haven't seen it in a long time. But it features King Julian as the king of love. And he finds this perfume bottle called Love Potion number 9. And that's all I'm going to describe about this movie because, again, I don't want to spoil it. So, yeah, it has all the characters. And I think it has the events after the second Madagascar movie. Here's my last Penguins DVD, The All-Nighter Before Christmas. And it had a pamphlet that I showed you in one of my recent posts about a penguin video game called Dr. Blowhole Returns Again. I do have a picture of that on my recent post. So the episodes include The All-Nighter Before Christmas, which was on special delivery, plus these episodes, The Lost Treasure of the Golden Squirrel, The Hoboken Surprise, which I think was also called Operation Vacation, Miracle on Ice, Wishful Thinking, and Operation Good Deed. So that's all. I think this is the one that had the video game advertisement pamphlet I showed in one of my posts. Oh, wow. You have a Phineas and Ferb DVD? Yes. Yes, I do. I like Phineas and Ferb. Isn't that the movie with the songs Lots of Me and Army of Me? No, it's not. You're probably referring to an episode I didn't see called Night of the Living Pharmacist. I don't like that one, but this is the movie that came out in 2012. This is Across the Second Dimension. They had a Disney Plus movie called Candace Against the Universe, which is another good movie. And Lots of Me and Army of Me. That's fine. You can like it. I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion about that. They do have a lot of great songs in the show. This is the movie. And it's a really good movie. This was their first movie. This was a Disney Channel original movie. And it features the movie. I don't think I have the digital copy. I'm not really sure, but I wasn't going to show discs. And it said that I had a platypult kit, but I don't think I have that either. But it's a great movie. And they go to another dimension where there's like different versions of them, of the characters. Phineas and Ferb is a pretty good show. I like that show. And it's got great music, just like Littlest Pet Shop. Littlest Pet Shop and Phineas and Ferb, in my opinion, have the best music. SpongeBob has some funny minor songs that are also really funny. All right, 2 left. So here's the very first VeggieTales video that Big Idea has ever made, probably back in 1993. Where's God When I'm Scared? So here it is. Here's the spine and the back. It features Tales from the Crisper, which has the character Franken-Celery. And it has a VeggieTales version, a musical version of Daniel and the Lion's Den. I actually made a script that I was going to recreate that story with my toys, but with other characters. But I didn't really make that video yet, but I think I probably will. And it has the very first silly song, the Water Buffalo song. And yes, there are 2 pictures, identical pictures of Junior. So here it is. And last but not least, the movie that got me into Alvin and the Chipmunks in 2007, the very first live-action movie of the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I remember seeing a commercial for this movie on TV and being excited to see it in theaters, and then I loved it. It was just so exciting. And this was all the way back in 2007. So they have Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, and the Chipettes did not show up until the Squeakquel, which is what I showed earlier. So it's got some pictures from the movie, and the special features are on different sides of the disc. So there's Hitting the Harmony, the music featurette of how they make the Chipmunk songs. That was on one side of the disc, alongside the Horton Hears a Who sneak peek and the commercial for the soundtrack of the first movie, which I do have too. And on the other side, they had 2 other trailers, plus this Chipmunk history featurette, which explains a lot about the history of the Chipmunks, from when they were first created by Ross Bagdasarian Sr. in 1958, all the way up until this movie. And there was more that the Chipmunks have done. They had a 2015 TV show on Nickelodeon called Alvin and the Chipmunks, where they had different looks. But this one's my favorite look and era because those chipmunks look real. They look like real chipmunks. Okay, here's another question. I'll just move some of these DVDs. Ah, it's an avalanche. Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done it like that. Anyway, what was the first voice impression you've ever done? Alvin's hoodie looks kind of funny on him. Yeah, he has his hood up. He doesn't usually in the movie, but what was the first voice impression you've ever done? Gee, I know when I was younger, I liked singing VeggieTales songs from VeggieTales, and I kind of did those voices. But a lot of things have come and gone and stayed all for my life. I mean, I used to be a big fan of this Nick Jr. show called The Backyardigans. That was really cool, but I'm kind of a little outgrowing that. It's nostalgia, but still. The Chipmunks were a big part of the impression life, especially for songs. Like I said earlier, I said that I like making song covers, like from Elmo Palooza songs, I do the Chipmunks. Wiggles songs, I do the Chipmunks. And I don't know, there are a few others. As a lot of interest carried on, I learned how to do those voices. I mean, I like doing the penguins, especially Skipper. The trolls are great, and Phineas and Ferb, and Animaniacs, and Ren and Stimpy, all those things I've shown you. But I'm trying to remember. I think it was VeggieTales when I was young that I first did impressions of them. But other than that, I'm not really sure. I mean, the Chipmunks moved in 2007. Yeah. Same for you too. You loved. Oh, you liked that when you were little? The first voice you ever did was Applejack from My Little Pony. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's the first voice that you ever did. I'm glad you learned how to do it. I sound like. Oh yeah, I've heard Mabel Pines was in Gravity. I don't think I've seen Gravity Falls. I'm not interested in it, in my opinion, but I don't know why I sound like Mabel Pines. I don't intend it. And the cool thing about my impressions is that unlike some people, I can still do men voices, which is pretty cool because I don't think anyone like me can do that. And there's a lot of tonality when it comes to it too, like high-pitched like the Chipmunks, or even low voices like one of the trolls called Low Note Jones in this show Trollstopia. There's even voices in between, like I did a read story time with Super Character Fan live stream of PB&J Otter, and I've done those voices. I think I know how to do Elmo's voice. There's some voices that I do more than others, and some that I learn when I get into a new interest. Like recently I got into Yummyland, which is this new doll line and YouTube series. And I'm learning how to do the voices of the characters from that show, that YouTube show. There's just a lot that I do. I've done Looney Tunes voices before, especially when it came to Space Jam, because I saw that movie when I was a kid. Yeah, so there's just a lot of. I saw a little bit of Yummyland, and I saw the 2007 movie of it. I have not seen that movie. I've only seen the recent stuff they did, which was like characters that use lip gloss power to save the world, like Bianca Bubblegum and Maya Watermelon. I got some of those dolls for Christmas, the mini ones with the lip gloss you could make. I think I've done Rubba Dubber's characters ever since I was a kid, because that was nostalgic. You didn't get to finish the Yummyland series, though. That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't matter if you finish it or not. Yeah, there's just so many characters I've really liked. Like, Mario was around when I was little. And there have been some stuff that I did not see until I was older. Like, some of the 90s Nickelodeon cartoons, like Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy, which they're meant for an older audience. I didn't see that until, like, 2017. I I do remember when I got into certain characters, like what I just mentioned, and Animaniacs was 2018 and stuff like that. Tiny Toon Adventures was 2020 alongside Arrow Monsters that year. There's just been a lot of characters that I really enjoy, and I am so glad I got to share this DVD collection. So, thank you for being with me, and if you have anything else to say, just let me know, or, well, thank you for seeing all of my DVDs. I think I remember I do have some more that I don't have here right now. But maybe I'll make another video showing that, because I have movies like Lalaloopsy, The Search for Pillow, and stuff like that, which Lalaloopsy was a doll brand that I was into. Can you do an impression of one of the Yummyland characters? Well, sure. I can do that. I do remember a line. Oh, Stormy Sky? You know Stormy Sky? Awesome. I have a figure of her from the Weird Lalaloopsy Netflix series. I do remember her voice, and I do have a figure of her and her camper. All right, I think I remember one line she did when she first appeared in the first episode of Weird Lalaloopsy. Last time I let you drive, mister, I just got my learner's permit. Oh, hey, I'm Stormy Sky. Something like that. You mentioned her because I mentioned Lalaloopsy, and yeah, you loved it when you were little? That was great. And thank you for your compliments on my impressions. There's some that I do pretty well on, like Sadness from Inside Out. Some people like that. And Nature Cat, all the Nature Cat voices. Squeaks, Hal, Daisy, and Nature Cat. I love doing those. Stimpy I've done a couple times, and that was really good because he was one of my favorite characters. And there's also the Chipmunks. I know how to do their voices, which is pretty cool. Like I said earlier, tonality is what I learned from being an impressionist. Not just the voices, but like tonality of their voices too. So that's really interesting that I got to share that. So thank you guys for being with me for this live stream, and I will see you next time. Bye!